the Talk with Balbir. Today I have these young stalwarts with me. I am so happy to have them at Walk the Talk with Balbir. There is Zubin and Suleiman from Design Matrix. Hi Zubin, hi Suleiman.
Hi. Just to clarify, we've not paid her to say young.
No, I feel that. But thank you so much for making time for Walk the Talk with Balbir. I really appreciate
Our
it.
pleasure.
Our pleasure.
Thank you.
So tell me something about Design Matrix.
We're three partners. We've been around for about 22 years.
Wow.
We all met at Talati and Pantaki.
Okay.
Where we worked together. I know Suleiman from even before. So we're primarily friends first and partners later. And our firm has a very open-minded policy of designing of any style. We just like to be explorative,
Lovely.
broadly speaking.
So that's like basically, going with the trend every time. Yeah.
No, actually going with what we feel the client will enjoy. If the client doesn't know what they want, we'll
Okay.
propose, and if they know what they want, it's
Oh,
even
okay.
better. So
That's
at least
great.
we get to try different styles and not get bored with one style.
So, Suleiman, tell me, how has the field of architecture and design changed over the years? And do designers need to develop certain skills?
Absolutely. It has evolved tremendously over the decades. We were at a very unexposed young stage back in early 90s, and now we have the world accessible to us, which was not the case earlier.
Correct.
We have so if this design involvement has happened uh, tremendously over it was since the last, particularly since the last decade or so, with all the softwares and the internet and the exposure with all the foreign brands being accessible to us. We used to have only books to go through at one
Yeah.
point in time.
Correct.
Yeah, I remember we used to have to go hunting for books to second-hand stores to
Okay.
find used magazines and books also if we couldn't find them brand new.
Wow.
Your second part of the question was.
It was that do designers need to develop certain skills?
Yes, so designers, the more mature designers, uh, I feel need to be to learn from the younger ones and vice versa. The mature ones are more technical, more seasoned, but they need to learn styling a lot more, the softer part of design. And the younger generation is exactly the reverse, where they need to learn from us, the more hardcore, more technical part of it, but they're very good at styling. So it's
That's
like a
excellently
cross current.
put, actually. She's absolutely right.
Yeah.
So it's a cross current, and once we all learn from each other and collaborate and get more fresh young blood into it, I think that is going to be a great synergy and symbiosis.
That's
Amazing,
really
yeah.
very well said. Very well said.
Okay.
So, what, as per you, Zubin, are the larger roles and responsibilities of architects?
Larger role is to be absolutely contextual. That's what everybody misses out a lot today. They just go with a client perspective from their brief. They go into the look that the client has spoken of, and no matter where you are, the client will get what he wants, whether it's contextual to its neighborhood and its region or not. So I think that responsibility in architects is a must to have, and I feel like it's missing. So in some cases, so that's what I feel about the responsibility.
And how has the office culture changed? Talking about design and the work atmospheres, Suleiman, what do you have to say on this?
Uh, I wouldn't know too much about other offices, but our office culture has not really changed too much.
That's great.
From the beginning, our DNA has been the same. The people everybody who works in the office are not employees; they are partners,
Okay.
and they feel completely at home. I can't even remember one single instance when I have said no to anybody taking an off when they wanted it. So they behave like they're proprietors. They behave like they own the office, they run the office, and that's what we want. We want them to come and sit in our cabins and to take over if they can. And so there's no glass ceiling.
Okay.
And so evolvement is that go for it. Money is not the object. Perform, show me what you can do, and the world is yours. So that's different from I believe a lot of other offices. We don't stop mobile phones. We don't stop surfing. We don't stop anything. We literally have almost no rules. Only two things: honesty, integrity, right? And there's no second chance for anything other than that.
Lovely.
As long as you're that, you can make as many mistakes and do whatever you want. It's fine.
Great.
True.
You have anything to say on
No,
that?
no. He's covered it
I know,
perfectly.
yeah, very
Perfectly.
well,
I
yeah.
forgot actually, but now he's covered it and reminded me how our office really is. It's only based on merit. We want people to design. We keep encouraging our group of colleagues to sketch manually. I think that's what he didn't cover. We're trying that, okay, we should get into the latest tech, latest software, but we also try to keep one hand in the analog life because the pencil makes you design. We feel that,
Yeah.
everybody should sketch, however ugly it may be. We want to see your sketch.
Correct. No,
So
it's
we
the
keep
mind
that, we keep
connection
that
when you
analog
are.
connection on,
Correct.
and I think it works to breed designers. I think that works.
So, what are the challenges you all normally face or have faced in the past and are still continuing to be there? I mean, after so many years, after so much of exposure and changes with times, what are the challenges that you still face in the industry?
This is a short format film, so I will not get into challenges because you'll need
Okay.
a 3-hour movie for
Okay.
that.
Okay. Okay. No
बहुत ज़्यादा
problem.
challenges है.
ठीक
It's
है.
never ending.
Okay.
But honestly, in this profession, you have to love your work
Correct.
more than your client. Your client can never be your boss. Your project has to be your boss. And you have
So
to
well
land up
said.
being the conscience of the project, nothing else. You're only answerable to your project. Nobody should mistreat that project, be it the client or yourself or a contractor or a vendor. So challenges will come. There's no, I don't think there's any field in the world which doesn't have challenges.
Definitely.
Ours sometimes are very, very smooth running projects, and some projects have a lot of frictions in the beginning. Some projects have friction at the end. Contractors mess up, vendors mess up,
Correct.
deliveries get messed up. So,
I
like I
know.
said, it's a long format
know.
answer.
Okay, so then I'll ask
let's
in the
veer
next
out of
question. So,
it.
let me ask you, what are your favorite kind of works, like, whether it's homes or offices, commercial spaces, in residential villas, like you like to do hotels. What are your favorite fun places to
Favorite
work
spaces
on?
are residences and second homes.
Okay.
Residences because you can actually see that we made a difference to the lifestyle of our clients. You can actually feel the gratitude. You can actually see it happen and convert into reality where we can see them happy in the environment and appreciate it. And the proof of the pudding is almost every single client of ours is our friend now after the experience. So we not only gain clients, we gain friends
Lovely.
and the entire family of the client because it just transcends to their relations and their friends as well.
Correct.
So that's very very gratifying. Second homes because again um, that's where you can unleash your creativity to another level where you have the space and you don't have the everyday requirements, so you can do things that you otherwise be constrained in Bombay with the FSI and the space limitations that we can't do. So that's incredibly exciting to do second homes, and again, it's great because you're going to be using it as much as the client
Yeah.
because they all become our friends, so we're going to be
I
using it.
know. That's
so
good.
that's great
I
fun
like
as well.
that. So when you speak about residential, the homes that you're doing, and then the families become friends. So, when you're talking about families, so you even must be dealing with the new Gen Z, right? The millennial and the Gen Zs.
Yeah,
So how is it to work with them?
so we've all designers, not only us, I'm sure. At least the people who have been with us all this time, like more senior ones, we all have become counselors. So it's like constant counseling between kids and parents, husband and wife, and in-laws and the wife and the husband. So like it literally you get to know them so deeply, and diffuse situations, make them agree to things they didn't think they would agree to, and see to our point of view, and it's exciting.
So
Yeah,
who?
But also, sorry,
Yeah.
I'll just
No,
add to his
yes,
answer.
I was going to ask you.
I'm going to
your
answer your
thought.
actual question,
Okay.
how it is to deal with Gen Z. Um, Fortunately or unfortunately, the last couple of years, we've in our office seen a small wave of very, very young clients.
Okay.
And we've actually realized that they understand cool very well,
Okay.
right? And we've actually been waiting for that. And it gives us an opportunity to do things that most clients would say this is too plain, this is too minimal, this is too basic. But the new Gen Z is asking for it. They're not asking for OTT, they're asking for it to be calm. They just want to grow the house with art and plant. They want to bring stuff from their vacation and then have some space ready for it when they come back. So there's a bunch of jobs right now which have been with 25 to 30-year-old young clients, and some of them have monk-like aesthetics,
Okay.
like one material everywhere in the house, and like basic stone everywhere. So that's actually very, very exciting and educational for us, that this new wave of clients, I hope we get more clients like that, because we're enjoying this new aesthetic of not overly designed spaces, not no paneling. Like
Okay.
imagine the client says on the first day,
Simple.
no paneling. We'll just do art. We'll just do a curved corner. So
Wow.
that's like really nice for us to get into now. It's a very shant type of design.
I'm so glad I asked
Yeah,
you
yeah.
this question.
Yeah.
because-
I'm quite excited about that. Yeah.
So, how important is the palette, the color palette,
Hmm.
when it comes to when you are sitting with your clients,
Hmm.
etc.
Hmm.
How much importance would you give the color palette? Because right now you just said the monk type design,
Well,
very
that's
simple,
that's one type
basic.
of
Yeah,
client,
that's
yeah.
one type, of course.
Yeah.
But overall, what would be like a color palette you would?
I think it's one of the most important factors to keep an eye on, and it's very, very easy because we have clients who are exposed to so many products. Like they'll settle down with one complete palette and then pull one thing out and replace it with something that may not work, but you sometimes get tired of getting into an aggressive argument about your palette. So you let go of something and you say you'll adjust the curtain, you'll adjust the fabric, you'll adjust the color of the wall to fit in this new element. So we're fortunate, we've got Ruby, who keeps an eye on our third partner.
Okay.
She keeps an eye on all project palette. And
Okay.
sometimes it's a massive job, because if there are 10 rooms, all 10 rooms have their own color palette, which is actually talking to each other on a larger scheme.
Okay.
And then in those, there are micro changes from day one to the end.
So Ruby has a lot of work.
Yeah, she's got her work cut out for herself.
Oh,
Yeah.
that keeps
It's
her
a lot
busy
of
all
work.
the
Yeah, yeah.
time. I
So
can
think
imagine.
color palette, material palette, color palette are the most important things in design, and the most difficult to keep stable.
Correct.
They keep changing. That's the problem.
True. So Zubin, tell me something about your bike rides, because I
I-
am so excited about them. I have been following you and I'm like, okay.
Madam, second question you have asked, which should be long format.
No, छोटा
3-hour movie.
short में वो short में बता दो आप मुझे.
No,
I really want to know.
Actually, it's an old passion for both of us.
Okay.
It's just because he's now 3 बच्चे का बाप. So he's being careful, and I'm not
No,
stopping.
but I've got permission now from my wife to
Oh wow!
go on the next trip.
Oh, so where's the next trip?
Well, we've not figured it out yet, but
Okay.
right now it's December Panchgani for off-road training.
Oh, lovely.
So anyway, it's a passion, and
Since how
we
long?
keep
Since how long have you been riding?
16, age of 16,
Yeah.
And which was your first bike?
an RX 100.
Oh, that's so cute. Imagine riding
the
it today.
favorite bike. Oh, but people are paying big money for it. If you
Really?
didn't know, yeah,
I
they're
don't
paying
know.
big money for it.
Okay.
It's become like collector's item.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you still have yours?
No,
Oh. So
bad,
you'll
bad
both-
move. I sold it.
It's like a classic vintage
The
piece
only
now.
bike we both have,
Yeah,
we
which
bought
we've
together,
not yet sold.
not yet sold, was in 1989, 90, I think,
91 October 11th, my mother's birthday,
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
was my bullet, and then 5 days, 6 days later was his bullet, which we still both keep very, very
Okay, how sweet.
diligently.
And what are the bikes you are using now?
Well, he stopped at one. If I can change that, it'll be two very soon. I'm on seven, so I'm not going to name them.
No, the
I'm
one-
not planning to sell anything anymore. I'm going to keep them in case they become vintage.
For sure.
Yeah, yeah. So there's one for traveling every day. I don't use a car, so I go everywhere,
Oh,
including here on the
that's
bike.
So cool.
It's not cool. It's just
It
my
is.
choice.
It's the best.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. You mentioned that I'm waiting for the metros to start and life will become
It will.
easier.
It will. It will.
So I think you're using a mode of transport which is
You'll be
also very
surprised.
easy.
In our
Of
office,
course, the pollution, but
majority of our office boys are on bikes. Even the girl also is on a scooter.
okay,
They all love bikes on their
It's
own. I'm
like-
not forced them.
you just make
Yeah,
it.
right. It's very easy. Nobody drives like this.
No, I mean to say that it's faster than a
True,
car.
true, true. It's less frustrating.
Yeah, you
It's
can
very
keep
rewarding.
moving.
When you don't have to talk to clients, you just tell them I'm on the bike. I'll call you when I reach
Ah,
office.
there. Okay, so this is one of the secrets. huh?
It helps. It helps.
Cool, cool. So,
Okay.
anything on your upcoming projects?
Just about to finish an interesting office space,
Mhm.
which has taken us many years to finish because we worked through lockdown on the construction. So that place has got a lot of naked architecture in it. It's got it's designed with signages, it's designed with graphics, it's designed with brick, concrete, wood, black metal. So that's exciting. It's got theaters in it. It's got lounges. It's got a art reception in it,
Okay.
which has got 2 or 3 massive installations. One of them is digital.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is lit.
Sounds
So
interesting.
yeah, so we've been very excited to build it, and now we've reached the last few legs of it. We're also now hoping that we start spreading our wings in other parts of the country
Okay.
on mainstream projects, first home projects for maybe South India. So those are a little bit exciting because they're spacious
Super.
compared to Bombay.
So now, one by one, who should I start with first? One last
With
question.
Suli.
Your pick.
Okay, Silly, you need to tell me something about Ace Tech. What do you think about Ace Tech?
Ace Tech, if you actually, you should go back and see the photographs as it has progressed. It's there for everyone to see. It's really shaping up. It has a long way to go, but that's a natural transition and natural progression. It is evolving. It's really getting a lot of I mean, a lot of people are getting exposure and value out of it. Right? At first it was okay, but now it is. They look forward to it, including me, because we know most of the people who are displaying, but every ace tag you find value because you find people and things that you didn't know existed. So you guys are doing a great job of finding resources who are not exposed or who need exposure, and it's helping us, it's helping the vendors, and it's really becoming a very educational experience as well. Business apart, uh, today also, I mean, I made so many notes which I've been dealing with some of the vendors so long, I didn't know they had those kind of products. So I've been actually taking photographs and making notes on them. So to pass on the line to actually start using that. So it's great for us. It's evolving, and all the best. And
Thank
I
you.
think it's a long way to go. So
Hmm.
and that's a good thing,
Yeah.
right?
Thank you. What about you, Zubin? What is your take on aesthetic?
So I feel like there are for design fraternity, there are windows to look into product ranges, right? Yours is a very big window or a big door, and not so niche. So a lot more can be seen. Depends on your appetite. So Ace Tech is one of those exhibitions where it depends on your stamina, how much you can take out of it. You can never finish Ace Tech, all of it. Nobody can actually do all of Ace Tech, see every product and say, I saw everything. There'll be one photograph and you say, I didn't see the store. Right?
Always is.
It always is. And not to take it as a criticism, but I feel that what I've been seeing improving over the years is the filtration of brands. I can see it improving, and I think it will keep improving. And I'm really enjoying that it's getting better and better. That's like every time that we come to Ace we feel that yes,
The curation
it's
is better.
another 25% better, another 25% better, and the curation is working. So I think that's an effort that has to be constant, because okay, you're dealing also in the design fraternity from A to Z, all variety of designers, right?
Correct.
So you need to cater to all of them. So you can't knock off a complete segment.
True.
But then there has to be something for everyone. And maybe in the curation, what I've been seeing lately is they're grouping buildings together, which are somewhat more premium and somewhat less known together, and then more mass market products together, which is also helpful.
Correct.
So you do a walkthrough very quickly what stuff you know, and you spend more time in a building that products
Yeah.
of which products you don't know. So I like that as well, and I
Cool.
think that should be a constant endeavor.
So thank you
ahead.
so much, Zubin. Thank you so much, Suleiman. I really appreciate your valuable time and the session we've had. I have enjoyed it. I've learned so much from what you all have spoken today. Thanks once
Welcome.
again.
Thank you very much for having us. And
So
Thanks, Balbir.
it's
pleasure.
actually been a pleasure.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Balbir.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
watching.